You are not lost, newbies. The lifers will tell you this is indeed the Life Be Lifing podcast. Yeah. I'll see it on the screen. Don't get it twisted with nobody else. You feel me? We are hosted by the witty, dynamic, the gorgeous, the electric, and eclectic Mimi, the goddess.
Hi guys.
And she is flanked by none other than your favorite fat freckle man, your favorite coach's favorite coach, the big dog himself. Whew. So we are going to get of course I always gotta double check, make sure all our audiences are with us. You know what I'm saying? Gotta
Mm-hmm.
double check and make sure
Gotta run
because
it.
much as we like talking to each other, the whole point of this live is to talk to y'all. So
For sure. Y'all the important people.
you know what I mean? I wish there was a way to double check all this stuff before I hit record on this app, but with the way it
It
goes,
just
I
is
don't
what it
know
is.
until yeah, I don't know until I hit record to see who's watching and who's not. So,
That's all
that's
right.
just something y'all gonna have to
The
bear with us
lifers.
for a
I,
little bit every week.
I was just about to say the lifers be bearing with us, so we good. I don't
You know
think
what I
they
mean?
have too much of a gripe. And
Yeah,
if y'all
nah.
do, let us know. We'll recalibrate. We'll get it right one of these days, but give us some grace.
I about to say the tech is the tech. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's the
Listen,
part of the
because
error
tech
that
be
I'll
teching,
take
baby.
responsibility for, but the tech is the tech. So, whether we start
Yeah, give us
early
some
on
grace.
time or late, I'm gonna need just that couple of moments where we start to,
Yeah, listen.
rectify and identify any digital discrepancies.
Like I
Yeah,
always
like my
say, ASAP
SAT
early, never
words.
late.
I like
Like hit
that.
me
I
with
like
that
that.
earlier. Stop talking to me with all these goddamn SAT words. That's that Banneker shit. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll dumb it down for you, dummy. Damn. Listen, people like when I talk that ratchet shit when I'm cussing and whatnot. As soon as I get educated on people, they don't know what to do. They tripping out.
That's crazy.
It is,
That
but it
is
is what it is, you
crazy.
know?
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Shout out to Mason Kane. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Dang, and things is running slow for us tonight, lifers. I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna let it deter
Yeah.
the enjoyment of what we're
It's
about to
Trump.
have. So,
Trump.
yeah.
He's shutting everything down.
He don't want them Negroes having fun. Oh man, but
Yeah, if all you
I
suck
guess I
ass
could get
niggas
that
that voted
message
for
out right
him,
quick. I guess I could get
DEI,
that message
he's
out.
shutting all of that down.
Nah, not DEI. No, my podcast not DEI. Um, but
Hey, look, let me tell you
just
something.
go ahead.
They shut down we call it a Black Ship ERG group at my job. They
Hmm.
basically sent out an email today with the memo saying because of the executive order for DEI, we have to stop, cease and desist, and dismantle this group. Work life balance, like survey from I can't remember the group off the top of my head for the Navy. They have to because it's basically figuring out like work life balance for minorities. I said,
Damn.
oh, all right. That's all right. Long as I got that email saying keep remote working, keep teleworking, and hiring freeze on the part of DOD. Shit, you ain't got to tell me twice. I
Mm-mm.
ain't worried about nothing else. But
That's
I know a
crazy.
lot of people are real disheartened behind that today. Like, my heart goes out to people who then quit their jobs
Indeed.
and took jobs elsewhere and they showing up being told they ain't got a job. Like, I've heard so many horror stories. It's ridiculous. I'm sad about it for people, but you
Yeah,
get what you get.
man.
You don't get to be mad about it because the man told you what he was going to do. Project 2025. Look alive, people.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, it's nasty work. So
Nastiest, the nastiest. I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, it's not much people could do but pivot, try to, get through it how you can get through it, man. Like
yeah,
I ain't no big advice board to begin with, but um I definitely can't honestly, I definitely can't tell you what to do in this situation because I ain't going through it. Like I went through a
yeah.
furlough where, we had to come to work every day knowing we wasn't getting paid for up to a
Get
month.
paid. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that
yeah,
was hard in of itself, but to find out that, you pretty much could have lost your job um entirely, is a different thing because it's hard to find work out here, harder than it's ever been. I mean, I know some people
yeah.
that get back on their feet fast, but I know most people, what I'm saying, shoot, it's hard finding a job with a job. Shit, you know, like
Yeah,
if you
facts.
ain't already got
You know,
certain certifications and, situations that you already in, man, that shit tough.
time is
That shit
short.
tough, bro.
Yeah, time is
Tough,
short.
bro. So I understand. Just do the best y'all can. Tap into the resources you need to tap into. Put your pride to the side. You know what I'm saying? If you worry about food because food's expensive, tap in with your local pantry. You know what I'm saying? Make them struggle meals work till you can get back up on your feet. Get with your circle, your unit, your village. If you didn't have one before, now that'd be a great time to be part of one. Uh,
And I posted about that today. And this is funny because so 19 Keys was saying with this whole, bullshit that the president got going on. He mostly was speaking about the DEI stuff though. He was like, what that should do is force us as a people to start communicating again, being a community, being a collective. I've been preaching that for what, a year now, right?
mm-hmm.
And so my sister sent me something, and it was like, you know, for the sake of argument and not to put business out there, I just kind of was about to reply, why are you sending me this? But I said, Demisha, don't be negative. Just listen to it. So what the guy was saying is like, yeah, DI done with. I know all y'all mad. Some. But he was kind of going down the same path as 19 Keys, saying that's gonna force us to be, basically in community again. But then he started talking this dumb shit about because y'all hiring y'all, it was set to hire minorities, but y'all only want to hire the minority women. So y'all taking our minority women out of the household, and they need to come back home. And I was like, pump them brakes, my nigga. Pump your brakes. Like, now you're going too far. Who said I want to be
Yeah,
at
doing
home in
too
the
much.
kitchen, barefoot and pregnant? Like, I got a whole PNP. I'm trying to make money out here. I'm still doing everything a wife do, and I work. So, like, sometimes people be going too far in left field with that shit, but I
That's
get
a
what he was
fact.
trying to say. DI did kind of play a part in the dissemination of the black family and the black household and the structure that we once had when we were in community and unfortunately segregated. So I've been saying for a while, I think we need to leave these white motherfuckers where they stand. Like they so great. Be great without us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to start being great together. So,
Mm-hmm.
for what it's worth, it's a shit show right now, my people. It's a shit show. But one thing I know that we as a people do is make lemonade out of lemons. We done
That's
done
a
it
fact.
time and time again. So this time we just need to make a big batch, and we need to keep it to ourselves and stop sharing and let people come to the picnic and sip on the lemonade that we making out of this solid lemons they keep
Man,
giving us.
don't you get me started with the picnic, Mish.
Okay,
Don't you
I'm
get
sorry.
me
I'm
started with
sorry.
the
I'm
picnic.
sorry. Okay,
Because you know that
let's
is my
pivot.
sore spot. You know that is my
I'm sorry. I
sore
know. I know.
spot.
I know. I know. I know.
I
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I hate you
Listen, you
picnic
don't invite
invite
nobody to the.
giving.
Listen,
I hate
listen.
you
I've only
picnic
invited one
invite
person
giving
to the picnic, and
Negroes.
she belonged there.
Ain't nobody
She only
getting.
one person, and she belonged there.
Let me tell you, Myron, good to see you this week, bro. We missed you last week.
Hi, Byron. We missed you last week.
Listen, I don't care who it is. It could be Jason Williams. Um, you know the homie. I ain't gonna say his name to sound like I'm disrespecting him, but you know the bro. the military, bro, with his,
Mm-hmm.
chocolate wife and a beautiful family. Uh,
Uh-huh,
listen, I
uh-huh,
will get y'all a plate. I will get y'all a
but you
plate
can't
and I'll
cuss.
bring it outside. I will turn the music up so you could dance from the parking lot. But you are no
You stay on
more.
the
I'm
sidewalk.
revoking all passes. I'm revoking all invites. You know what
Fair
I'm
enough, fair
saying?
enough.
All invites. I don't
Got done
care where
for a
you was
cook.
born. I don't care where you live. I don't care. You could be, I don't care. All the white mics, all of you. I'm
All the
revoking
white mics.
all of you guys. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
it has to be done. It has to be done. I'm sorry.
It just has to.
It
It
has
just
to be
has to.
done.
It just has to.
I'm sorry. Casualties
Oh,
of war,
Quan,
people,
come
but
on, Quan. Come on, Quan. You
oh
trying to get
Lord,
this to
what
be something
Quan talk
else.
about?
Quan said, not gonna lie though, I get what he's trying to do with the discrimination programs. I can't get with that. I can't get with that, bro. You're gonna have to explain that to me some other time.
He might be talking that same scenario the old dude was talking, but sound good. But everything that sound good ain't always good.
Exactly. It's too much
People know how to
downside
talk
in
a
that for me
game.
to rock with it.
Yeah, way
Bro,
too much.
bro, I'm trying to tell you the algorithm is smacking us, bro. Like I just talked to somebody
Mm.
else today who told me that they have because Myron said I get zero notification for y'all lives. And it's like I talked to somebody else who said the same thing. Um, that they are subscribed to us on YouTube. They hit the subscription, the notification bell, and they don't get the notice. You know what I'm saying? So even when I
Yeah,
look up, even when I try to look up Life Be Life on YouTube from my other page, it don't come up immediately, man. Like I gotta go and surf and try to find one of our videos. But like the actual page
that's
itself,
crazy.
don't man. Y'all trying to hold a brother back. I'm not gonna let y'all, but
Yeah, man.
y'all holding me a little bit.
Don't be trying to railroad us.
You
Better
feel
chill
me?
out. Like, come on now, you're doing too much.
Let us do
That's
our
all right. We're gonna
thing.
start an all-out campaign to start flooding
Listen,
y'all socials. So
listen.
don't just be advised. Be
Like I
advised.
said, yeah, the content definitely gonna ramp up. But on top of that, we going. I'm gonna figure out how to better navigate fan base, and I'm gonna start encouraging y'all to come meet us over
Mm,
there, so we could do some lives and chats
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff over on a black-owned platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you heard me?
Uh-huh. What I just said, we need to start communing with each other anyway. So I don't mind
Absolutely,
dishing better.
absolutely. So, at the end of the day, we're gonna make this work. However, we got to make this work. Especially for
And what
ourselves as a
really say at the
community.
end of the day, the day gonna
The
end.
day gonna end.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start with our first topic. And got a couple of people in here.
Ooh,
So we'll
yeah.
start our first topic as we wait for more to join us. Shout out to Quana, shout out to Myron. The first topic we starting off with is there was a clip, there was a video, right? And we'll sum it up. Um, you have this mom and her son who came to the father of her son's girlfriend. Come to find out, she's upset because daddy done put hands and feet on her child. So she is mad
So overexcited.
because he put hands and feet on her child. So
Put them paws on it.
you know what I mean? Son went and told his mama, and now the girlfriend's dad is like, all right, but I walked in on them, like I walked in on him on my daughter. So yeah, like he knew the
In the
rules.
bed. In
And
the
in the
bedroom.
bed, in the bedroom, and they know the
He,
rules. Speak, what's
he
good, bro?
You're supposed to
Welcome to
be
the
in the
champ.
living room. He said they know the rules.
He
You're
said
supposed to be in the living room.
they know the rules, and he violated. So that's why he retaliated by putting hands and feet on them, like any dad worth they saw should. In fact, let me not put too much of my opinion out first, but I'm a let as
But
usual.
let's be clear. Let's be clear. The dad
Let's be
ended
clear.
up saying, I did not hit him. I didn't put my
I
hands on him. He said I grabbed him,
mm-hmm.
kind of like, yoked him up a little
Yoked
bit,
him
and
up.
I told
Yeah.
him, get your ass on out of here. Yeah.
Yeah. He said I
So,
didn't punch him, I
yeah.
didn't kick him or anything like that. I just grabbed
Didn't
him and
put
told him
my
he had to
hands on
leave.
him. I just
I
grabbed
made
him
him
up
leave.
off my daughter. Yeah.
Now,
Made him leave. That's how he said.
so uh first comment we got on it before Mishko, we got Quan who said, as a dad, I understand him. As a parent, I don't like it. Um, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Um, I disagree, but I hear what you're saying. So Mish,
Absolutely.
give us your point of view on this while I go run and take care of a couple things in the
Um,
background.
okay, so first things first, I will caveat this with I am not a biological parent. So don't nobody come at me talking about oh, if you had kids, you would understand. I got about 10, 12 nieces and nephews, so I understand wholeheartedly what it's like to serve in the role of a parent and not wanting people to put their hands on your child unjustly. Okay. But I also know what it's like to deal with a bunch of disrespectful ass teenagers who think they can do whatever they want and say whatever they want because they go unchecked. And see, back in the day, um, what was we talking about earlier in our read that village? The whole village was whipping ass. They'd whip
For
your ass
sure.
and then take you home and your parents would whip your ass, okay? So
For sure they
we have
was.
gotten away from that. And
Pint, what's up, bro?
honestly, as a dad, because I know sometimes the way I am about the girls, my goddaughter and my two nieces, I act like somebody daddy. Don't look at my girls wrong. Don't talk to my girls wrong. Don't act like you're gonna touch them. Don't nothing them, right? But that's some inappropriate type shit. As a man, if you walk in the house and see your daughter in a bed with a boy, you can't tell me you're not gonna flip out and go off. He in your house on your daughter disrespecting you, breaking all the rules. Now this man said he did not hit this boy. The first thing this young man does is run home and tell his mama, listen, I need all you fucking mama's boys to get y'all life together. Like you doing man shit, stand up and be a man and take your licks like a man. You knew the rules, you knew you weren't supposed to be in that girl bedroom, you knew how her father was gonna react, you knew what it was. My mom always told me if a boy want to fuck you, he better take you somewhere other than his parents' house and your parents' house. So if y'all trying to be grown and go get you a hotel room and don't be disrespecting nobody's house. So as far as I'm concerned, the father did exactly what he was supposed to do. Cause you in my house, you disrespecting my shit, and I don't have to let you in my house because I know back in the day, my daddy ain't let boys in my house. We sat on the porch. I used to sneak boys into the house, and when I would get caught, luckily my father would keep his composure because he knew he had a bad attitude and he could not control his temper. So he would nicely tell me, "Man, you might want to get the fuck out my mad for you." But these days, I've seen these teenagers be super disrespectful, and he probably warranted an ass whooping, knowing how these kids be moving. And then for the mom to come to the door like, "Yeah, he wrong, but that's my child." No, you should have been having a conversation with your child at home about, hey, first of all, why are you in this little girl's room? Second of all, why are you disrespecting this man's house? Because you as a mother, I'm sure you wouldn't let that go on, or would you? See, that's the problem. It'd be that whole double standard shit. So she was wrong for even coming to that man's house like that. If anything, you should have maybe got on the phone with him and we gonna have a family meeting, y'all. But you coming to his house off the strength of don't put your hands on my son. Maybe you should be putting your hands on your son. So his ass wouldn't be out here doing wild, disrespectful shit like that. So I don't know. Like for me, she would have showed up at my door and I would have kindly walked her ass right the fuck on down to the bottom of my steps and told her to get the fuck on. Don't come to my steps with that shit. This is my child and I'm gonna handle shit the way I wanna handle it. And you go home and handle your child the way you wanna handle your child. Matter of fact, your child ain't welcome here no more. And what we gonna do about it? Nothing. So I don't agree with that whole little situation. Like that was handled highly out of order for me because I don't know. All of them need ass whoopings. In my opinion, the boy and the girl need an ass whooping, and honestly, the mama need one too. She obviously need her ass spanked as well, cause for you gonna let that type of shit fly, like you disrespectful. Like, what are you teaching your son at home? Not in agreement with that at all. Like, she should have just kept her ass at home with her son. For all I'm concerned. That's my 2 cents now. Where you done gone to?
All right. So my man speaker said, I would have threw his punk ass out the window.
Okay.
Hank, uh, if you just now catching on, Hank, we saw a clip where, uh, long story short, this young boy was trying to, bang his girlfriend out at her daddy house. Daddy came, caught him, ripped him up, made him leave. Young boy went back and told his mama. His mama went with him to the girlfriend daddy house to go ahead and tell daddy off about putting his hands on her child. That's what we're discussing currently. As a dad, I have no daughters. I have two sons. If my son, my oldest beloved son, comes home one day,
But
bruise on his arm, black eye, fat lip, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go tell him who I gotta hurt, son, who I gotta do damage to. This man, what man? My girlfriend daddy. Oh, word? What did he do? He did this to you? Yeah. What happened? He called us in the room. In what room? Her bedroom. He said you could go in her bedroom and he got mad about
oh,
it this time? No, 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 no. So he told you not to be in her room. Yeah. Okay. Come here. Let me check on. Man, what the hell?
okay,
You lucky that man ain't kill you. Get upstairs. Unplug everything.
okay,
Shower and go to bed.
okay. Put some ice on that lip.
No, I ain't telling that. Shower and go to bed. Look ugly tomorrow.
Oh damn! You gonna
Go
send him to
ahead,
school
look
with a
ugly.
fat lip in the butt?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let that go
That's the
ahead and be a
punishment.
lesson.
Consequences and repercussions, baby. There's
Consequences and
consequences and repercussions,
repercussions.
baby.
Let that be a lesson to you. That'll learn you, darn you.
Yeah,
Okay? Let me
that's
tell you.
funny.
You
Well,
you done you done you done messed up, son. You done messed up. I'm not going, I ain't
yeah,
got nothing to say to that man. Nothing.
yeah.
You was in his house. And he allowed you in his home. So it's not like he said, oh, you weren't supposed to be there. Because like you, I couldn't just have girls up in the crib. Not unless my mama was home.
Listen,
So,
my daddy would be in the house, and he would be like, "No," because he said, I know what boys want. I was a boy before."
so at the end of the day, and that's the thing. All right, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. I'm gonna have an attitude with him because as much as I know I was doing what I was doing at 17, 18, the fact is, the fact is, it's consequences and repercussions that come with it. And that's the game. The game is the game, son. You lost. You
Yeah.
gambled and you lost. I'm not fitting to go say nothing to this man, even if I see him at report card conferences. Mr. Johnson, I'm Nick Daddy.
I'm sorry. I raised him better than
I
that.
raised him better than that. You know what I'm saying? like at the end of the
Like
day,
you
because
gotta know when to
we
hold him and
can't
fold
be
him.
the parents. We can't be the parents that fight every fight for our kid just because that's our kid. You know why? It
That's what I'm
teaches
saying.
them, it teaches them, like you said, it's going to it's going to teach them the wrong lesson. It's going to teach them
Hmm.
because I'm not the person, I'm not the with you right or wrong person. I'm with you right. If you're wrong, I still love you.
And I'm
You still come
gotta tell
home
you
to
when you're
me. I
wrong.
got you. I got you. But I'm not finna go out and fight with you as you wrong.
Not at all.
If you decided to go rob somebody and they beat you up, I'm gonna help nurse you back to health. But you bought that L cash money. Now in this case, he didn't.
Yeah.
The daddy didn't even beat the boy up like most fathers would have.
Yeah. He got off
Most
easy.
fathers would have lost they ish and went up and down that
Yes.
side that boy head. Especially you spoke to this boy, you allowed him in the home, with you not being there. You only asked that he obeyed the
Yeah.
rules. So now you played in my face, you disrespected me, you violated, you fronted because you lied, basically. You just being escorted out, you just being escorted out is nice. That could have
Listen,
ended like as a
because I'm trying to
bloodbath.
tell you,
Yo, mama, lucky she got
because
you back in one piece.
bro, because what I said last week, it would have been above me now. Take it up with the Lord, okay? This was
Take it up with
a lot
God.
of slow singing and flower bringing. Get your ass the fuck out of here.
Man,
Like, come on
what?
now. People capping people for no goddamn reason at this point today.
And,
And you
and, and
have
while I
no
don't
way of
endorse,
proving that your child did not belong or did belong in that house. Like, it's your word against theirs. So why are you not teaching your son the rights and wrongs of those type of situations? No,
right.
because these parents too
And
busy trying to be friends with their fucking kids. Not your
but even
fucking
the ones
friend.
that's not trying to
We
be
cool, but we ain't
friends,
that cool.
because both as a teacher's assistant and as a parent, I've seen with other kids, I've seen those parents, I've seen those moms, I've even seen those dads that's like, my kid might be wrong, but you can't punish them like they wrong. You got to come tell me and let me
That
deal
defeats
with
the
it.
purpose.
And it's like,
Not good enough.
here's the problem. Your kid gonna end up dead or in jail. Because guess who's not coming to you about your kid
Absolutely.
when your kid did something in the wrong place? Every consequence for your kid's actions is not going to make its way back to you before you get to have the say on it. Okay? If your kid had got homegirl pregnant, that don't make its way back to you before you can
Then
have
what?
any say on it.
Yeah.
If your kid caught an STD, that don't make its way back to you before you have any say on it.
Nope.
So why you think you entitled? And like I said, I see this with too many parents. They think they entitled. They think they are Lord and God over their child. And it's like, you're the boss. I get it. That's your kid. That's your world. But at the end of the day, once they leave your from under your wings of protection, they got to step a certain way. And anything that happens to them when they don't step a certain way, that's on them. Some of it may make its
Yeah.
way back to you because a lot of times, what happens to you kind of happens to your family, so to speak, but not in a way to where you get to regulate it. You know what I'm saying? If my oldest decides tomorrow that he gonna crack a kid in the face for no reason, other than maybe he just didn't like the kid, I can't go up there and when the school suspends him, I can't go up there and be like, y'all don't get to suspend him. Y'all should have called me first and let me see what was going. If he does something and get arrested, I can't tell
Nope.
the cops, you can't arrest him without my permission. And that's the same type time that these parents be on thinking that something has to go through them. No, it's not. All these other penalties out in the world waiting for our kids, our nephews, our little bros, our little
Yeah.
cousins, our mentees, all the penalties that's out there waiting for them
Mm-hmm.
don't need our permission to happen.
Not
So
at all.
moms was bugging for even imposing
Wow,
herself
bugging.
in that situation and talking to that man like that. Second of all, you're lucky that man ain't like you trying to make that man stand out to be, because he could have whooped his and your ass.
Listen, because I literally said, "Oh, Daddy could have walked her down too." Like she playing
Okay?
all in his face. You don't know. You do you know that man like that? You don't know what that
Uh,
man's temperament is. You don't know what that man dealing with. You don't know how that man don't play about his child. You don't know what might have done happened to his child to where he that
there you
overprotective of
go.
her.
There you
Like you
go.
better stop playing these kind of games. Like you don't know what you don't know until
You
you
don't
know
know.
what you don't know,
There you
and then
go.
then your ass
That's
is
a
short.
bar.
It's too late at that point.
That's a bar. You don't know what you don't know till you know what you don't know. That's a bar.
Listen, people better
Hank
stop
said,
playing. Like for real.
Hank said, ain't no you can be there and I'm not home. I ain't mad at that, Hank. I ain't even mad at that.
I'm not either.
I ain't even mad at that, bro.
I'm not either. These kids got too much freedom. Like for real.
I ain't even
Like
mad at that.
just certain
Cause yeah,
situations. Like again, I'm
my
not
mom
putting
wasn't
white
having
business out
that,
there.
and my mom wasn't having that. I
Yeah,
completely understand.
yeah,
I
yeah.
completely
I mean,
understand.
I could be
Quan
outside
said
and
this facts.
whatnot, but like that whole boys in my house, nah.
Speak said, brother, is the social media platform is really shocking to see our generation going through it. I also remember talking to some people at my job at NASA, and they said the same thing. It's just the generation is really messed up. But see, the problem here, right?
Yes.
We're not talking about the current generation being messed up, because, like Mimi said, you got a lot of messed up kids that's really disrespectful in this generation. The problem is parents like that boy mama.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that falls back towards either the generation right after us or our generation. That's
It's the
actually dating
generation right
back.
after us, and
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
it's a
So it's not
generation right
even
after us.
just so it's not even just these kids. It could be either, right? Because you got people like me who's, about to be 43 with a 17-year-old who's going on 18. So that kid
Well, I
still falls
mean,
into that bracket. You know what I'm saying? He said, we're gonna have
well,
to put that on a shirt. Yeah,
kind
we're
of.
gonna have to put that might end up on a shirt. You don't know what you don't know until you know what you don't know. Yeah, that might be one of the shirts that come
Listen,
out on merch. That might go on the merch.
I'm good.
That might go on
I'm
the
good for the
merch.
merch.
Yeah, man.
I think about it because, like I said, my goddaughter just turned 18,
Hmm.
and her mom and my sister are best friends, and they're in the 40-41 age group. So it's really not that far off,
Yeah, it's not. That's what I'm saying.
but at the
The
same
gap ain't that
time, it's
big.
like, yeah, it's yeah.
But that's who we gotta
I don't
blame to a
know.
certain extent. We gotta blame the parenting, because that boy went home knowing he could tell his mama. I couldn't have told my mom.
But but
You
that's
want
the
me to let
thing.
y'all in on
Like,
a
so
little
I'm
story?
trying to figure this
Want me to let
out.
y'all in on a little story? Story time with Nah. Quick story. High school girlfriend. I'm at the crib. You know why I'm here. Daddy comes walking through the door. Daddy comes
Ooh,
walking
baby.
through the door. Girlfriend up at the top of the stairs and only a towel. I start beelining towards the back door, and all I hear is this Barry White ass voice. Oh no, you ain't gonna make it through all those locks. Not before I could make it behind this door, referencing his shotgun.
Oh, his yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I froze because I ain't finna test that level of gangster. She already told me he had one in the crib. So I ain't finna test that level of gangster. He said that. I'm like, come in here. Let me see your face. Slowly walked by,
Oh
made sure to
man.
keep my distance, look for what was around, tried to stay in the kitchen in case I needed to grab a knife and fight my way out of there. Fortunately, nothing happened. He just,
Mm,
he asked for my name. He asked for my house phone number and my mom name. And he told
mm.
me, hey, I bet not see him. He bet not see me nowhere near his crib no more. Not even on the block.
Man. Damn. Don't even step foot on the block.
And they
You
hit me with
banned from the
one
block.
word. And they hit me with one word. Go. I was whew,
Pew!
okay.
Out of there, out of there.
Speedy, Flash, Sonic.
Gonzalez.
I'm
Speedy Gonzalez.
okay. I
Hey,
am
you was on
gone.
your road runner shit. You
You
was on
heard
your
me,
road
Mimi?
runner shit.
Mimi?
BNC. BNC.
Okay. I was gone.
Yeah, do what
I
you
was
gotta do,
getting
baby.
small. You heard me? So
Got
even with
got
that,
low on
right?
his ass.
Even if that man had decided to pull his shotgun, my mama would have never heard that story. Why? Because my mom would have beat my dumb ass and
I'm
made
about
me
to say,
apologize to that
yeah.
man the next time I see him. And she would have grounded me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like Hank said, no, I ain't tell you what street. Tell us what street was this. I ain't giving up that level of tape, brother. I ain't even finna say show today. No,
Hey,
no. We from the same era, bro.
listen,
I
don't
can't give
give
up
up.
that tape. We from the same era,
Can't
went
give
to the
out the
same high
info.
school, brother. I can't give all that up.
Oh
but I,
wow.
but what Hype said is true. We, the parents, are the problem. Absolutely. Like no one I could have never sat there to my mom thinking I could tell her, I could tell that man on her. What are you crazy? Are you crazy? And my son know he
But
can't neither. My son know he can't. Anybody come try to bully,
yeah,
test, harass, do anything to my son, he know I'm on go. But you go do some stupid stuff like that and
yeah.
then you gonna come home and tell on that man. You gonna get bopped. What he didn't do to you, I just might. Because I'm
What I
gonna
say
be
about that
mad
village,
at
you
you.
get one ass whooping from the neighbor and one from the
Okay?
parent.
No, and that's how I'm gonna keep it. That's how I grew up, and that's how I'm gonna keep it, man. Because you want
Yeah,
because whether we like to admit it or not, we're raising our kids in the same atmosphere, in the same environment. So they're going to have to deal with each other. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
and we're going to have to deal with these kids. We're going to have to deal with other people's kids. So it's better off to try to make some kind of environment where kids know how to act as opposed to just lawlessness, bro. Like,
yeah.
like I said that sound like Keisha daddy. That's hilarious.
Oh, don't y'all be name dropping. Leave that girl name
No,
out of that.
no, that's not a real person, by the way. That's not a real reference. That's
Oh,
not a real
oh,
reference. That's not a real
oh. I
reference.
wasn't sure. You know, that's that Philly thing. I gotta ask sometimes.
Listen, I told you I ain't finna drop no tape now. I ain't finna do all that.
No tape,
Um,
no face, no case, no name, no
nah,
trace.
nah, nah. I remember Germantown, you was walking back and forth. It was like this in the lunchroom. What the hell am I gonna do? Listen, bro. That was a different situation and a different story. We'll talk about that sometime. Um, but yeah, she was completely wrong. She was completely off base. I understand loving your
Dead
kid.
ass.
I understand living for your kid. And I understand willing to die and willing to kill for your kid. But when your kid is wrong, you need to treat your kid like your kid is wrong. Stop fighting every fight behind that kid because that kid gonna keep making dumbass mistakes behind knowing that you are the sword and shield that's gonna follow behind them. And it's gonna put you in a bigger jam. It's gonna put your kid in a bigger jam than you could get them out of.
Yeah,
You got to let your
yeah,
kid know that you're gonna stand on business. I'm with you every time you write. I will fight every single person, even if it's just me and you, whenever you write. But when you're wrong, you got to stand what you do. Got to stand what you do. And that's what she should have told boy. Stand what you do, son. I'm looking at you. You still got all your teeth. Can't take no money out your pocket. Lesson learned. Don't go back over there though. And don't let me find out you went back over
yeah.
there.
Listen. Hey, look, leave that little fast tail girl alone.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know, man. that seeing that clip blew my mind just from the jump.
Yeah,
All
I was
right,
definitely like taken aback.
like how dare you? How dare you, ma'am?
I
Um,
definitely said, I said, oh, she got some fucking nerve. I was like, she couldn't show up at my doorstep like that because
y'all
me and
just
my 10 friends would have been telling her, if you don't take your ass on some motherfucking weird bitch, get the fuck out of here.
and,
Fuck off
and
my
and I
steps.
and I hate to be that person because I gotta drop this last part. But see, I could tell that boy ain't got no daddy. Because that's the other thing.
I was
That's the
trying to
other
say it.
thing.
I wasn't trying to say it, but
I wasn't, but I felt like it had to be said. That's how I could tell that boy ain't got no daddy.
hey,
Because
listen,
one, if there's
but
any
hear me
issue
out.
between my child and somebody daddy, I wish the fuck my wife would think she going.
And literally,
First
that's
and
what I
foremost,
said. I
I
said,
wish the fuck she would
where that
even
boy daddy?
think that she's going. If there is an issue in a face-to-face conversation that needs to be held with somebody daddy about my child, I don't care how my wife feel about it.
About
I
that.
am going. I'm going to be there. Me
Yeah,
and this man are going to
yeah.
talk. Plain and simple. Not even a negotiable.
And
Non-negotiable.
yeah,
Non-negotiable. I
yeah,
don't
for
girl,
sure.
don't make me hard tie you. I don't even know how to hard tie nobody. I don't even know how to hard tie people. But I'm gonna find a way, and you gonna be there when we get back after the matter is settled. That's first and foremost. And secondly,
Yeah.
um, I'm just gonna be unpopular with this opinion. This is why a woman can raise a great person who's a male, but she can't teach a boy to be a man because
Oh, I
men know
wholeheartedly agree with that.
because men
Ugh.
know that it's just certain things you don't do. And running home to tell your mommy when you did something wrong is really high on the list.
It's egregious, actually. Like, it's very egregious.
Men know you got to stand what
You
you
should
do.
just go ahead.
You got to stand what you do.
For no, old boy probably should have kept that to himself.
But ain't no problem. He should have. That should have went to the grave. Or that's the homie. If you got a homie that you could tell that story to, y'all talk about it and laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Y'all talk about it and laugh and be like, "Dang, man, almost had short. Yeah,
cause
man, I had a top off,
listen,
bro. We was under the blanket, and then here come her dad, bro. Man, he's cock blocking, bro. Damn."
vibes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but
that's that
now
little
you an
story
internet
with the homies.
phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
now you're
you
a little
big.
internet phenomenon of people clowning you and your
Yeah, you
mama because
yeah.
obviously, as we saying, you ain't got no daddy and no home training, and your mama think you her motherfucking man. Like, come on. And
Ooh,
I was trying to find a
ooh.
nice way to not say that earlier when I was like, when I say earlier, I was like, I'm trying to really figure this out.
He
That's what I was
was.
trying to figure out. Like how to say that without
I
saying
could
that.
tell.
But at the end of the day, like it's like all signs lead to that be that bullshit. That be the scenario why things like that transpire.
Hmm.
Cause I'd be good goddamn if your daddy was around, if your mama had a husband, ain't no way in the world she would have been standing on that man's doorstep like
Ain't
that.
no way in the world.
If you had a daddy teaching you what real men do, you wouldn't have
Hmm.
been disrespecting that man house like that anyway.
Oh, you would have tried. You'd have tried. You'd have tried. You a teenager, you horny. You'd have tried. But you would have known once it didn't go right, that's the end of the story. You'd have known that. That's it. L, put it on. Wear it. Keep it pushing. I'll try to catch her at the homeboy party. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Save up my
you
little
gotta learn
couple
to
of
stop
dollars,
getting on the
give me a
sink.
little telly. You know what I mean? Let's go half and
Okay,
half on
like
the
come on
telly.
now.
You know what I mean? Little
Get
motel.
big homie to rent you the room. Yeah, get big
You
homie to rent you
hear
the room or
me?
something. Like, come on, man. What the fuck is you doing? Like, people be
Something.
wilding. But anyways, we said what we said.
There we go. We're gonna go on to the next
Fight.
topic. Oh shoot, my phone ain't charging, so let me drop this next topic and let you kick it off while I go get my charger.
Oh lordy.
Folks, plain and simple question. Do y'all think it's okay to break up with somebody over text? Plain and simple question. And we're gonna say for sake of parameters that this is the intention of a long-term relationship. That's the intention. You was planning on dating this,
Okay.
taking this person seriously. So I'm not necessarily saying marriage, but you was planning on exclusively dating this person for at least a while. Things don't go right. Is it okay to break up via text message? I'll be back with y'all. Mish, you got it.
Yes, it's okay to break up via text message. KYP, know your personnel. Everybody is not for the in-person conversation to be had in regards to those type of situations. Because some people don't know how to take things as they are. So I'm gonna personally say it's better than you ghosting somebody because we are in the era of ghosting where people just be like, that person that pissed me off. I ain't with it. Moving on, not saying a damn thing. So I guess you giving them the common courtesy of even telling them, hey, listen, this ain't working out for me. Let's just call it a wrap. It is what it is. Was here for a good time, not a long time. Have a nice life. I feel like that's acceptable these days. People do it all the time. And I guess, with the era of technology, it's becoming more prevalent that people break up that way. But I feel like everything is almost done online anyway, so it's just kind of like the default for a lot of people. And I mean, given my experiences with folks, and it's not just about breakups, it's about having tough conversations, right? Not everyone is able to verbally have a conversation, get their thoughts out without feeling like they missed something or they've misstated something or missaid something or just miss saying something altogether, right? So some people are just a little more comfortable writing or typing than they are verbalizing things. I mean, like I can honestly say my husband is a great writer, but orating stuff, not at all. He always says, I don't understand how you put your words together so well and you can articulate yourself and you can get your thoughts and feelings out and keep going and it's not a problem. He's like, I can't do that. There are some people that can. There are some people that don't like confrontation. So for them, it's like if they feel like they were someone that's going to not make it as easy, they're going to do the text message method. Hey, listen, this ain't working out, baby. I thought I was gonna be able to do this, but you did a little something to rub me the wrong way. So let's just call it a day. We're done here. So for me, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like it happens all the time. People literally will be like, "Hey, this was fun. Not working out. Have a nice life." Like I've seen so many of those kind of messages on like black threads on Twitter and whatnot, and it's like we laugh about it, but some of the messages be serious. And I'm in this. I'm not gonna say what group it is, but it's for shits and giggles for me. I'm in this group on Facebook, and it's like some of the messages that like dudes send females letting them know like they not interested in dating them anymore. Yeah, I can see if they said that to a female in person, they probably wouldn't have no teeth in their mouth. Like some of these dudes be coming out of their mouth crazy, like you not wife material, this ain't gonna work for me, like you don't know how to cook, I don't like your wigs, and I'll be like, well damn, like I wouldn't want nobody sit in my face to say that to me because I probably would punch them in their face if it's saying some shit like that to me. So for me, I'm cool with it. I'm the kind of person that's like, you got to be important for me to want to have a face to face conversation with you anyway. And a lot of the times, I write you a whole soliloquy on why I don't want to fuck with you no more, and send that shit via email, and we'll know any responses you got if I don't want to be bothered. So it's not like I haven't, like dismissed somebody via message. I told somebody, oh, I hope everything on the up and up for you. Have a nice life. Like, and that was the end of that. You gotta know when to hold them and fold them sometimes. And I'm just of the premise it's like you gotta handle the situation however it works best for you. And if breaking up over text message is what works best because you know you're dealing with a crazy, I say you do that. Otherwise, I mean, do what you feel. But I don't see a problem with it. What's y'all thoughts on that? Drop some comments. Let us know. And when I come back, I'm gonna get them to read them off. Be interesting to see what you folks say. I mean, so I'm about to be 44. Like, I can go either way with that. All right, now you need to hurry up. Don't take you that long to get a charger, bro. Let's see what we got. The only thing about recording on the phone, I can't see y'all comments, which sucks. Mm-mm. Look, it's not redoing. Got dead silence out this junk. Should let me see if I can put up my laptop and see y'all comments. How about that? By the time I get this thing going, he probably gonna be back, y'all. Let's see what we got. See what I said? He was gonna be back before I get to the comments.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
What happened? You get your charger?
I got it.
What page you live from, Nari?
Hmm.
Like your life and on your not page.
Not Charles.
I see.
Okay. So speak. I missed a lot of what you said, so give me a recap after I get to these comments. Uh, speaker
Yeah, look,
said,
I'm reading the comments too.
I would like to do it. I would like to do it dismissed in front of your face with no problem. Let me put that on the screen. Dismiss in front of your face with no problem. I don't care what it is, where we at. We could be at church. I'm going to let you know. Let the church say amen on that one. How about that? Let's see who else. We have some other comments here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Myron said, depends on the situation. It could be okay.
Yeah. So I
And
say, depending on who you're dealing with, you gotta know your audience.
yeah, I did hear
He
KYP
said,
as
"Did we take
well.
a commercial break?"
Might have to fit one of those in. Pause. Um,
A commercial break.
once we get some commercials to throw in, yeah,
Look, listen, because they don't want to be
get a
looking at
couple
my
more
face the whole
sponsors.
time, child.
Get a couple more sponsors. We'll do that. Um, but yeah. Okay. So I understand. KYP, know your personnel. Um, so to give y'all a little background, I stole this topic from Shits and Gigs. You know what I'm saying? The light skin and the dark skin British guys. Um, the ones who were under fire
Oh,
last
for
year or
real?
whatever. Yeah, yeah, I stole this from them. And the light skinned guy James said, yeah, he got no problem with it because he's closing out the relationship anyway. It's not like he's trying to maintain anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So saying it to your face like he owes you something, he don't owe you nothing. Like it's over with. It's done. And I kind of understand what he's saying when he says that, right? Because at the end of the day, I guess breakups could kind of go two ways. It could go the way where the people who break up and, still try to salvage a friendship afterwards. Or it could
Yeah.
be like, well, yeah, I'm that over you, right? Like, I really don't want nothing else to do with you. I just need to let you know it's over. Um, but I will lean on the side of no, it's not okay unless you got to worry about safety. Because of course that caveat always has to be there. Um,
So I said that. I was like, if you know you're dealing with a crazy, then just go ahead and let it go.
yeah,
Just go
yeah,
ahead and let that text
um,
message go. Let it fly.
yeah. Um, which will
You
also
know,
piss
some
them
people are,
off.
they don't know how to take no for an answer. They cause a scene.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd rather send you a message and you don't have the ability to cause a
No,
scene on
I
my
agree.
ass.
I agree. I agree. And that's both male and female, where yes, you breaking up with that person could
Yeah.
very much cause a scene if you do it with them in person. It's gonna inconvenience you very bad. Um, in my teenage years, I tried to break up
That
with
little
a
family
girl.
issue.
In my teenage years, I tried to break up with a girl and she went and got a knife and then went and got like tools out of her dad like basement set up to try to attack
Man,
me with.
no.
So yeah, I didn't have the luxury of text back then. But whew. So a situation like that, of
Lord.
course, text message is your best option, right? I also heard you mention ghosting, which I think is really like for the most part unnecessary. So I think at least a text is a direct communication with a person. But I would say more often
Yeah.
than not, no, it's not okay. If you were dealing with a person, spending time with a person, trying to build with a person, you already slept with the person, the least you can do is sit that person down face to face and have a genuine conversation about why it's over. Um, Nobody likes to just, you don't even like getting fired from your job without knowing why you got fired. So once you've
Hmm.
emotionally invested yourself in a
I mean,
relationship, I don't imagine that you would like just to be broke up with and not know where it came from. Now,
yeah, that's
also
why I say
going
some
back to
people
where
will send you a soliloquy about why they
yeah,
breaking up with you via text.
yeah, 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 that's true. That's true. Um,
You going to jail depends on the person.
you said, I'm not doing that text messaging. If I've been around you for these amount of times in these years, I should say what I want just because of the relationship. And if it's any shenanigans after that, like you said, we're going to leave it up to God, or we're going to let God handle that one.
Yeah,
But me, I'm not in the Bible. I'm just going to let you know what it is. And you're going to jail. It depends on the person. I completely
exactly.
understand.
That's why I was cracking up.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that for the most part, breakup should be done in person. Um, I definitely think you should, pick neutral backgrounds, open
Yeah,
space, and uh, have a friend nearby. Always have a friend on standby. Um,
come
Not for
save
real,
me.
for real. Always have a friend on standby. I won't even just say because of that, right? Because sometimes it might end up being more emotional than you thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
for some people.
because I had to be a standby for a homie breaking up with a girl because he
Yeah,
knew the relationship had got to the point where he was supposed to walk away, but he didn't want to, right? Because he really liked her. He really got used to her. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the meow mix was good. So, all these reasons why he didn't necessarily want to jump and leave the relationship, but at the same time, he realized he had to. So he was like, man, every time I've tried to get the nerve to do it before, she get to talking, she get to looking sad, and I fold because I don't really want to hurt her like that. But this has to happen. We're not gonna mature into anything great. It's only gonna get worse from here. We're only gonna keep going down. So this is just what needs to happen. Like
yeah,
it's my guilt more than my desire to be with her at this point. And I don't think that's a healthy reason to be with nobody. I'm like, that makes sense. So, you
yeah.
know what I mean? I was, not too far off in the wings, and you know what I'm saying? He had broke up with her. I was like, how'd it go? He was like, she didn't take it great, but she didn't slap me, throw nothing in my face or nothing like that, you know. And when we got in the
Yeah.
car, he started crying. When we got in the car, he
Oh.
started crying. So, you know what I mean? I just, put my hand on his shoulder and told him, like, I get it. You really like Shorty. You really wish this could have worked out.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sometimes.
Because
Yeah, I
not
think
every
sometimes that's
breakup
another reason why people.
is contemptuous or cantankerous. Sometimes it's just flat out necessary.
Yeah, I feel like that's sometimes why people do breakups via text or email or not in person because the emotional toll it takes
Hmm.
on one or the other person, sometimes both. It's just too much
Hmm.
to stomach, too much to handle. So, and like I said, like some people are just avoidant, like they just have avoidant like personalities, and it's just not easy for those kind of things. So
Yeah.
they
Yeah, we
just
was talking
prefer to
about
do it that way. That way they don't.
confrontational people last week, and people who avoid
Yeah,
confrontation. Speak said, I
yeah.
know how I
So
feel.
speak.
Sometimes I wanted to walk away from my significant other, but God showed me otherwise. When God show you who is for you, He is going to anoint that by any means. Now, when you ask God to remove a situation or
Hmm.
that person or that relationship, He's going to do that and let you see what you're not seeing. Let that sink in. All bars, speak. All
Yeah,
bars.
yeah.
All bars. No hooks, no tracks, just bars.
No tracks, just bars.
I mean, um, so I feel like that, that's said what we said on that. Now let's get to our final topic for the night. So
Oh yeah,
we
the fun part.
um we when we first started this podcast, we used to do our life be life and moment for the week. Now we were trying to tackle
Yeah.
so many things and get so deep into our topics and conversations, we kind of went away from that for a bit because you wanted to make sure that, we got to the bulk of what we wanted to discuss. Um, but we would also like you guys to start sending in your life be life in. You know what I mean? Inbox, DM, email. We want you guys
Yes.
sending your life be life in moment of the week, the day, the month, the year so far. You know what I'm saying? If you want your name to be shared, that's fine. But if you want to be anonymous, we're perfectly fine with that. Again, we're building a community here, we're building a village. So we want you guys to share that with us. And in that fashion, we are going to share ours with y'all. Starting with Mish.
Mhm. Lord have mercy. Where do I begin? So, I have been complaining of this chronic stuffy
Uh,
nose issue I've been having since I caught COVID back in 22. And my temporary fix for it, apparently, that became temporary because it wasn't permanently fixing it, was for me to continue to go to patient first and ask for them to give me prednisone. So every time I would get sick, the lingering effect was chronic stuffy nose. If I didn't snort Afrin, I could not breathe. Well, went to Palm Springs for New Year's, and while there, I must have, or probably before I left, actually, caught a respiratory infection. Came home, first thing I did was have a telehealth appointment with patient first and was like, send me the prednisone, send me the augmentin, update my albuterol inhaler. Now, mind y'all, I had just taken prednisone like around Thanksgiving or so. Because when I went to Guam in October, I came home sick. The doctor wouldn't give me prednisone. And he told me it was because what prednisone does is it lowers your immunity. It basically suppresses your immune system and it makes you susceptible to continue to get sick. Did not put two and two together. All I know is I wanted to be able to breathe through my nose freely and clearly with no issues. So I went back in no late November, December, and was like, "Hey, give me the fucking prednisone. I need it." She informed me that I'm potentially suffering from chronic allergies. Who turns 40 something and starts developing allergies? So I said, yeah, I. Now, they have recommended me to this ENT, and I had put off going for so long because I was adamant about finding a black ENT doctor. No such luck in the DMV, right? The one at Howard Hospital, they don't answer my calls, and I'm not too fond of Howard Hospital, so that probably worked out just how God wanted it to. Thank you, Jesus. So I finally said enough is enough after how down bad I was from Palm Springs, and I scheduled an appointment with the ENT. They were able to get me in on the 10th of January, and my doctor, ENT specialist, was amazing. But apparently, I'm having a CT scan done tomorrow. It's supposed to be today, but they had to move it to tomorrow. And I had an allergy test done today. Anybody that has allergies knows exactly what type of test I'm talking about. Only for me to find out that I'm allergic to 50 out of 58 things they tested me for. Mostly tree pollen, like stuff like that, like shit from the outside. What I was told is the prednisone had lowered my immunity so much so that it made me susceptible to those things affecting my immunity and causing me to have adverse effects to them. So now your girl has to get allergy shots 3 times a week for a year on an accelerated program in order to remedy that problem. And that's just the allergies that I'm suffering from. We still have to do the CT scan tomorrow to find out what's going on in my sinus area, make sure I don't have polyps. To say I am not happy is an understatement. And it is all my fault. I have nobody to blame but myself because I literally should have taken this seriously like a year and a half ago when I realized it had become a chronic issue. So for me to find that out today, I just kind of was like, have y'all seen the video of the little kids that be like, their parents let them go in the bathroom and they just get a whole minute on camera to say whatever they want. And I posted a little girl, she was like, "What the fuck?" That's how I felt today. That was my life be life moment for the week. Because I was like, I be goddamn. Who is about to be 44, 45 and they have allergy issues? Like, I used to clown people that would have these allergy issues, calling them bubble babies. Now I'm a damn bubble baby. I don't understand what's going on here. Like, come on now. Stall me out, Jesus. What's, I don't know. That's all I got now. I think that's enough right there. That's just a lot. Not pregnant zone. Here you go with this, Myron. Pregnant zone. Anybody got allergy issues, chronic allergy issues, suffer from
Pregnant
that?
zone.
Myra killing me with this pregnant
Myra
zone.
killed me.
Don't be wishing that evil on me. Don't be wishing that evil on me.
That's hilarious. Um,
A mess.
Speak said, let's talk about those Philadelphia Eagles and those little pop water commanders. Um, Speak, you late to the
Ooh,
program.
Pop. Did he mean Pop Warner? Did he mean Pop Warner?
Pop Warner, I think. I think that's exactly what he meant. Pop
Oh my
Warner.
God.
I'm not an Eagles fan,
Let's not
so
talk about
we're
that.
not finna talk about the Eagles here. I'm sorry. This podcast will
Yeah, and I'm
cover a
not a
lot of
Commander
things.
fan, but it won't
This
cover that shit.
no, fuck the Eagles, bro. Um, so that's how that goes.
He said, "You said help me out, Jesus. LOL. I'm done. I'm sliding down the wall. LOL. Like, nah,
Now that
for
was
real,
funny. You
speak.
said
Like,
stall
come
me out,
on.
Jesus. You said stall me out,
Stall
Jesus. I
me
started
out,
cracking up.
Jesus.
I started cracking
Stall
up.
me out, bro. Do y'all know what it's like to go to
I stayed
Costco
on mute. I stayed on mute
like
because I was
2 months
laughing that
and
hard.
buy the triple pack of fucking Afrin and you running through it? I'm literally like an Afrin junkie at this point. I told the doctor and they bust out like said I'm snorting Afrin like a cokehead snorting lines. This
But let
can't
me
be healthy.
tell
I know
y'all,
I don't have no nostrils. I know all this fucked up. It gotta be. When I do the CT scan tomorrow, it's probably gonna be
it's gonna be
empty,
white.
holy, like this is clear, just blowed out. I was like, God. And she was talking about, can we lay off the Afrin? Can you give me something else to help me breathe? I'm claustrophobic. I need to breathe through my nose. Mouth breathing is not cute.
Yes, I am, Myron. I am indeed a Cowboys fan. Um, But
He
we do
said,
have sport episodes that we talk about those speak.
yeah,
So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, check through the YouTube. I even separated it in its own playlist. You know what I'm saying? The sports edition. You know what I mean? So go ahead and run through a couple of those. If you want to talk for a sports edition joint, you know what I'm saying? Throw the suggestion our way, DM, inbox, email, whatever,
yeah.
and let us know. And especially if you try and come on and
Just
get
for
on
speak.
screen and have the conversation. You
I'm
heard me?
about to say. For speak, we're gonna have to do the next sports episode live and let him be on there.
For sure, for sure. So
I mean, actually, now we were supposed to do one a month, so we are kind of due for one at this point.
you got me there. You got me there, partner. We are due for one.
Well, guys. In all fairness, we was on a break until 2, 3 weeks into the new year. So maybe we'll pick up next month with our sports episodes once a month. How about that?
Plus,
Y'all give us some grace.
I was kind of waiting to see, how the football season goes, and what I mean, the Super Bowl and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Plus, I ain't gonna lie, I'm also waiting for the Eagles to
I mean, I'm
lose
gonna be
first, so
honest.
I can have some joy to
Oh,
discuss.
okay. And so I'm not like okay. So I try to root for the home teams, but
Right.
I'm not a fan. I'm still a fan. But I think I'm happy that the Commanders are going as far as they have gone because of Jaden Daniels and the turnaround that
Mm-hmm.
the Commanders has done as far as management and coaching and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Went to watch the game last week. Not necessarily watch it. I went to sell some shoes and ended up watching it. But when I tell you hype as hell, I was in there going dumb crazy for the Commanders. So
Nah,
I feel like this game is gonna be
did you see that clip
what
where they had won the game,
Kane said.
and
What
I
I
can't
mean,
remember who it was that was talking to him, but he was like, "Yo, it's crazy out here. Like, this crowd is going crazy." And the staff member, I think it was either the head coach or an assistant coach, was like, "This is all because of you." Saying to Jay Daniels, "This is all because of you." And he just kind of
yes,
solemnly nodded his
it
head.
is.
And I
It
think
is.
that's a big deal
It is.
for a lot of people who not even Commanders fans. You know what I'm saying? To see
Yes,
a rookie and a quarterback at that, um, you
because you
know,
don't understand. Well, you
having an
probably do
effect on this
understand
particular franchise, on that particular franchise, right out the gate.
because they done ran through black quarterbacks and then fucked them up
Mm,
with Jason Campbell, RG3, just to name a few. Like I feel like they ruined a lot of great black quarterbacks.
yeah,
Honestly, the Redskins, okay, the
the
Deadskins,
Deadskins,
because
yeah, man.
they're no more the Deadskins. But this Commanders franchise, they doing something. They doing something, and I can appreciate that. I can. I'm not gonna lie. But even the Wizards picking up Bug from Pitt, I was like, that's a big deal. So I'm trying to be hopeful for the home team, but you know what it is, black and yellow all
Um,
day.
so speak. I'm the one in Philadelphia. My partner is out in DC. But if you want to come to Philly to do an in-person joint with us, me and you will stay in touch, and I'll let you know when she decides to, come to Philly or when that'll work for her, and then maybe we'll all link somewhere and just get one done. I'm not opposed to that.
So, fun fact, I might be coming up for the long weekend in February. I'm waiting on
Okay.
some details, and I literally told old girl it's for her 40th birthday, and I was like, well, I'll come up early, get a hotel room because they doing a whole like Airbnb, and you know how I am about stuff like that. And they already talking about sharing rooms, and I'm a grown ass woman. I don't share no room with nobody but my husband, and I barely share a room with him. So yeah. Anyway, so I was like, I'll come up early, and me and Irene can do some recording. Da 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 da. She was like, okay, bet. So I might be able to slide up there the long weekend in February. So
All
check
right.
your schedule and let us know what you can make happen.
Yeah, man. Kane, did we happen to talk about what Trump did today or yesterday? No, we did not have Trump on the docket for today. Might not have
He
him
wasn't
on.
on the docket, but we did. We did touch on it. He wasn't on the
Yeah,
docket, but we did talk
yeah.
about it
Well,
again in the show.
you know what? Technically, you're right. We did kind of mention it early in the show. You're right. We did not in depth, not as a topic, but you're right. We did mention some of his revoking of what he did with DEI at a glance, and the equal opportunity act that he wanted to have revoked. We kind of just
Yeah.
glanced over it or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
It
not
was
gonna
a
lie to
quick,
y'all.
quick, 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 quick
Yeah,
topic.
and I'm not gonna lie to y'all on this channel until unless me find something like particularly thrilling about Orange President's actions or deeds that she wants to
Probably
talk about.
won't.
Y'all won't hear a lot of it on here. Y'all won't hear a lot of it on
Yeah.
here, honestly. We're
We
not
don't
a
do
news
politics,
channel.
honestly.
We're not a news channel, and we're not a politics podcast. Um, we
Yeah.
understand this stuff impacts people greatly, and truth be told, it's not a lot of good news that comes from it. So we don't want to just be here
Yeah.
being the bearers of bad news, and you know, uh, even if it's right to complain, to just be sitting here complaining about it. So if there's not anything that
Yeah.
we could take and really make a positive spin with, much of it we won't be speaking on. Respectfully, but I appreciate you
Yeah.
asking though. I appreciate you asking. Um, Myron said he's going far enough. He said JD is going far enough. um, Speak said he wants to shout out Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson on being head coaches at those colleges at HBCUs. For sure, shout out to them.
DSU.
For sure,
DSU,
for
yes.
sure, shout out to them. I'm so happy and I cannot wait to work with these guys. Please believe it's going to be epic, and it's going to be a learning situation when I learning situation. Trust me when I tell you, I believe it. It's definitely going to be uh, a learning situation. Shout out to them. I ain't no Eagles fan, but just for the fact of HBCUs getting uh former pros as head coaches.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Especially former Pro Bowlers as head coaches. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
deal.
Eagles fan or not, I want that to prosper. I want them to prosper in that situation.
Yeah.
Um, I have some
But
good news.
yeah,
I'll
nah, you
say
gotta do
some.
your life be life and moment.
Oh yeah, okay. So my life be like a moment didn't happen this week. It actually happened a couple of weeks ago. So, and it's not major, but so here I am, 300 pound, 5'11", black man, right? I understand at
Hmm.
night now. Little background: my car is down, so I'm back on public transportation at night. Um,
Hold
so
up. Your car did what?
my car is down right now; it's getting worked on, so I'm back on public
Okay.
transportation temporarily. Um, so I get off, what I mean? I'm get off of my stop. This other female gets off at her stop, and we get to walking. So um, I was actually going back and forth with our mutual friend and fan of the podcast, Miss Banks. Um, I was going back and forth with her, chatting it up with her, or whatever. And
Hmm.
this was the first snow, not this current snow, but this was the first snow. So you got people who didn't shovel or salt their walkways. I ain't got
Right.
no boots, so I ain't trying to bust my ass. So I walk out in the streets where I see so much of people's stuff not shoveled, and it's all, you know what I mean? It's dangerous terrain out there. Now, as I'm doing it, Shorty who got off the same time as me, she stopped at some store. I keep pushing. So at some point she catches up behind me. I guess she in a rush to go home. I'm not walking that fast. Whatever, whatever. So at some point, shoot me. I walk out into the street. And I guess she was walking out to the street. But again, I'm not trying to stay out in the street. So once it's clear on the sidewalk, I go back to the sidewalk.
You pull it up.
Apparently, she must have been running the same game, but she caught an attitude like I was trying to block her or something like that. Because then I heard her go, oh my God. And I'm like, hey, yo, are you okay? Like I mentioned my stature because though I am not a man, I am not obtuse, nor am I ignorant of the dangers that women face every single day, much less
Yeah.
moving by themselves at night. Not ignorant to it. So, if a woman was walking and I'm walking behind her, and every step she take, I take. Every deviation she take, I take. I could understand frustration and paranoia.
Yeah.
Bitch, I was in front of you. I don't have
That's a
eyes
bitch.
in back of my head. So if I'm going somewhere and it cuts you off, what the hell do I have to deal with you? I'm not sitting there looking behind me trying to see what you're doing and then I matched it. I'm going my way and we just happen to have the same logical thought pattern. Neither one of us wants to walk on ice. So we walk in the street where there's the big patch of ice and then we walk back on the street where on the sidewalk where it's not. So we're not in the street. What would make
Right.
you get so off key and off balance as to where you start huffing and puffing and trying to talk crap and stuff like that? First of all, again, you didn't exist to me like that. You live on my block and I didn't know you existed until then. I didn't know you lived on my block until that night. You do not matter to me. I don't want you. I don't want nothing to do with you and I don't want nothing from you. Secondly, if I was such this bad guy, is that how you respond? Are you dumb? Was that safe? If I was the guy that you thought I was
Oh my
being, how strategic is it to respond in that fashion? If I'm Stalker Bull, you think catching an attitude with Stalker Bull is safe when you're not even at your crib yet?
Because bro, you ain't made it home, and you might not make it. If you keep this shit up.
Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, at the end
Look,
of the day,
being
like I
with some
said, I'm not
motherfucking you type
obtuse.
shit.
I'm not obtuse and I'm not ignorant. I completely understand and empathize. Believe it or not, women don't want to believe it or not, but men have their own concerns about getting home safe as well.
Sit with your
Okay?
dusty ass. You thought you was sweet.
You know what you know what I'm saying? She definitely thought I was sweet. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely. She tried to play you, homie. Come
like
on,
at
fuck
the
out of
end of the
here.
day, you don't know who I am. You don't know how I'm rocking. You don't know how I'm giving it up. But if you thought I was
Yeah.
causing you a problem, and I wish there was more women watching this right now. But when y'all come back to watch this, I want y'all to understand. Take it from me. That's That's stupid behavior. If you find yourself in conflict with a man, it's just you, him, in the pitch black of night. Your best bet, if you're not ready, if you're not knucking and bucking and ready to fight in the moment, if you're not on some squabble up, your best bet is avoidance. No matter how annoyed this person is making you, no matter how frustrated this person is making you, get the hell out of Dodge. Stay
Yeah.
out the way. You was better off, especially because I'm in front of you, you were better off stopping and heading back to the store. You were better off stopping in your place, stopping in place, letting me continue to walk ahead, hop on the phone and call somebody.
Yeah.
So one, you call
Yeah. That
somebody
wasn't
for your
smart.
own safety. Two, you're creating separation from me by letting me walk ahead. Like stupid, dumb behavior, bro. I agree
Stupid. I'm about to say it was
wholeheartedly.
very stupid, dumb behavior. Like
Stupid, dumb
just
behavior.
unintelligible.
Letting your
Unintelligible.
attitude,
Like,
letting your attitude, and this is why I said before on episode last season, male egos are the problem. I said the problem is women think they don't have egos, and y'all do. And y'all egos are incredibly
Mhm.
huge, incredibly huge.
Yeah.
Because for
No,
you
I
to think
agree.
that I
As a
wanted
female, I agree.
anything to do with you when I did not directly engage you is insane. It's
Yeah.
insane. Baby, you're not even cute for real. But even if you was, I didn't engage you in any way. We both rode on the same train. I didn't sit where you sat. When we got off, I ain't holler at you. I ain't walk in the store, you walked in it. I'm going on my way
Uh,
and I got my phone like this. So whatever you thought about me or whatever you feared from me, the right play is do not engage. Either that or run down and beat me the hell up. You two options. Two options. Run up behind me,
yeah.
elbow me, knock me down, and then sprint to your crib. If you thought I was Johnny Freakbody or Mr. Snatchums, you know what I'm saying? Or just shut the hell up and create distance between us. Walk across the street, all the way across. Yes, your house is on this side. Yes, your house is on the same side that mine is on. But if there's something about me that makes you feel unsafe, avoid me and any other man. That goes for any other man. Now, me, I'm regular dude. You ain't got nothing to worry about as long as you don't give me nothing to worry about. I ain't finna pull up on no female. Hey, shorty, how you? I no, no. That part of me is long dead, non-existent. Tell her she can meet me, bro. She can meet me. Bro, there's a
I'll take
lot
it
of
from
dudes.
there.
There's a lot of dudes that'll take it from there. You feel what I'm saying? And that's my point. Like the dudes that you actually have to worry about, sis, you wouldn't have made it home with them. You wouldn't have made it
Yeah.
home messing with them. That's not safety. Okay? Protect black women, protect black women. Cool. Protect you from you, dummy.
Yeah.
Sometimes y'all need to be protected from yourself because that whole big and bad
I
shit,
was
that whole big and bad shit don't end well.
I was literally
It don't
about
end
to say
well
that.
and it's unnecessary. And I was just
Highly
frustrated because I
unnecessary.
kept thinking to myself, like, that's somebody's, sister, daughter, cousin, whatever, whatever. And she's lucky it was me. Because another nigga would have barked on you. I just asked, are you okay? Because I was annoyed.
Mm.
But another nigga would have barked on you. Bitch, who the fuck you think? Now you would have got yourself into a confrontation that you didn't need to. Because
Right.
once he'd have called you out your name and barked down on you, a female who behaves like that wouldn't have let it slide. And she would have went back and forth with it.
Yeah.
Now it's red snow. Now it's some red snow somewhere. And whoever was expecting you to come home realized you ain't home yet. It's been too long.
The speak got me cracking up.
You say, yeah, it's not at all, bro.
Dickhead.
They were going to right. They were going to Penn Hospital or Temple Hospital on site. Nah, like for real. Like you said, it's real stuff out here, and people just don't know what
It
other people's
is.
going through. We had to pray for them because these stupid mother effers don't know how to take it easy. And that's why I said, like, this is something I'm probably gonna at some point clip this because I really I would have DDT'd
He came at
her.
DC. Nah, I mean, I think people need to realize like it's really never that serious.
It's not. It's not. Not until you're engaged. When you're engaged, I get fight or flight. I completely understand. I completely understand.
Uh,
But if you ain't been
I don't know.
engaged, if you're not being engaged, just get home safe, ladies. Just get home safe.
Yeah, I
I don't,
agree.
I don't,
I
I don't, I don't care how
mean,
annoying a dude is. If he's not doing anything to you, if the coincidence is just annoying or whatever, sometimes y'all gotta learn to shut the fuck up, man. Just let it go. Get in your house and vent. You know what I'm saying? Make it through your door safely, lock the
Yeah.
doors, and then start vent. Oh my
You're like,
God, this nigga
oh,
kept
this
getting in the way.
nigga
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
forever. He was in my fucking way. Like,
Big slow ass
yeah,
turtle.
I
You
don't
know
know.
what I'm saying? That book bag he had might as well been a shell on his slow ass back. Like, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Slim, go
So crazy.
funny.
So crazy about me once you get through your door safely and lock the doors behind you. I
Yeah,
understand.
nope. Listen, some people really don't have no clue. And I mean, my thing is like, I mean, clearly I'm well equipped to handle myself one way or the other.
Indeed.
But it be these females that's not. Like,
Barking
please
too
shut the
hard
fuck
with no
up.
bite. Barking too hard with no bite.
Yeah, please shut the fuck up. Just go around, shawty. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Go asking you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get more with sugar than you do shit. Like, come on now. Like, I feel like it's so many, it's so many attributes that I can touch on in regard to that and why women act like that. And that's me speaking as a woman. But sometimes, again, I done said this about 50 million times tonight, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Pick and choose your battles wisely because you just really never know what the fuck going on with somebody. You just don't. And it's never that serious. If somebody in your way, excuse me, hey, I'm just going to kind of pass you, or hey, coming around you, like, but people want to be so, like, I don't know why women always got to be attitudinal. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
could you
leave
could have
that
hit me with
shit
a Steve
somewhere the fuck
Rogers.
else.
You could have hit me with a Steve Rogers on your left.
Only right. They know. Like, the fuck,
On your left.
like we on bikes. Like, come on, man. Like, this, I don't know. Like, the
Could have even
world
been
is a
cute
strange
about
place
it.
right now.
Could have even been cute about it. Laughed it off. Oh my gosh. We keep meeting like this. Excuse me.
Let me slide past you before I be sliding on the ice. Like, nah, but you
You know what I'm
want to be an
saying?
asshole about shit. Like, come the
Put
fuck
yourself
on.
in
What's the point?
put yourself in potential to have conflict with somebody for nothing. You this close to
And listen,
home.
I mean,
You this close to home, yo.
and just make
Get
it the
there.
fuck home quietly and safely. Like, shut the fuck up.
I say to my
Damn.
wife and kids, no matter what we got on the schedule for the day, the number one priority after we leave this house is to make it back home safe.
Make
Top
it back.
priority. That is the top priority is to make it back here safe. I don't know why more people don't put
Yep.
value in that.
Oh, because they take that simple little minute thing for granted.
You're
Because at
right.
any given moment, you cannot make it the fuck back home. It can be for anything. I literally, before we started recording, I got a message from Art. Hey, so they broke into about 30 vehicles in the bowling parking lot, mine and John being one of them. Okay, was your gun stolen?
And
No. Anything of value stolen? They took my coach bag, but we found it in a dumpster. Was your contents in it? Yeah. I said, all right, well, you need me to come get you? No, I'm going to keep bowling. It's going to be a cold ride home. Like, just it's so much wild shit going on out here. Like, bro, they could like they hang in a parking lot. They could have been in a parking lot, and this person could have rolled up on them and been like, "Break yourself, fool! Give me all your shit." You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just never fucking know what's going on out here. So people need to just be a little more aware. They need to get their situational awareness together. They need to be a little more cognizant of how they move it and how in relation to how other people move it. You just need to mind your fucking business and get the fuck on about your business. That's what people need to
that's
start doing.
simple. That's simple. He said
That's
she
it. That's
probably need a
all.
TCB relaxer.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Oh man, speak killing this
What happened?
episode. It's not the behavior, it's want to know what I mean. It's so much more than that. Just living in Philadelphia, living in Hampton, Virginia. Shout out to all the real HBCU Hampton University. It's so much better. It's so much could go wrong in that situation. I love all God's children, all females that God created. it wasn't for you guys, we would not be here. But some of y'all females be asking for
Oh,
these knuckles and also these cuss ups and also the abandonment as well. Y'all just
yeah.
don't know how to
Nah,
chill.
we
Y'all just don't know how to
yeah.
chill. That's men that can show you better than we can tell you. But some of us men is like females too. That's not. That's my point, bro. Is that you have?
Yeah, exactly.
I just said it to a brother in one of my brotherhood groups. An unstable man, an emotionally unstable man, is one of the most dangerous things that you could come across. Any emotionally compromised man is dangerous. So that
Listen,
dude that's sitting there acting like not on no manly type time, she runs into that dude instead of me. I'm telling you, red snow, hmm, snow cone.
uh, listen. It goes back to our previous topic. That's why sometimes it's all right to send that shoot that text message. We're done here because people be unstable as a motherfucker. Hey, nah,
And that
I
goes
ain't
back
sending
to what
fuck
we
around.
always
What?
say, KYP, know your personnel. And
That's
guess
it.
what? Part of your personnel is knowing your damn self.
Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth because I literally said I was like, I know me, and sometimes it's better that I go ahead and shoot you that message before I've been and shot you in your face. So we just not even gonna do this face to face shit. We just gonna say like, nah, go
Mara
ahead,
said
man.
she was probably
Like I said, it's funny.
so yeah.
He is not gonna let me live this down.
We gotta find
Damn it.
something. We gotta find something to put that label on, get some bread off that pregnant zone. You know what I mean? We gotta
Look,
market that somehow,
still
Myra.
pregnant zone.
You gotta make those
That's
teas,
crazy.
Myra. You gotta make those teas and sell them to pregnant women
I
exclusively.
know for sure. The pregnant zone.
Oh man. But that is my life for the life be life and moment of the week. Um, again, please share your life be life and moments with us of the week, the day, the month. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hit us up. You see me on here
Whenever.
now, Charles. Send me an inbox or whatever. We're on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Myself at life be life underscore nah. Go ahead, DM me there if you need to. You know what I'm saying? We got Mish on Instagram as well. Life be life and underscore for Mimi. You know what I'm saying? Hit her up on there. Um, Also both on Facebook and on Instagram. You have Life Be Life. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, hit us up on there, and it is lifebelifing at Gmail if you want to email us. So
We around.
but yeah, listen, there's different ways y'all could reach out to us and let us know what you got going on and share with us so we can keep this community thing going. We are still working on creating the Lifeline Hub, um, so that we can get this village really, you know what I'm saying, concrete, you know what I'm saying, get it cemented and get it going so we can start helping each other throughout this 2025 and onward. Um, I appreciate everybody who jumped in the chat. Everybody, Myra, Speak, Hank, Kane, Quan, um, anybody who I missed, blame it on my
Hey,
tech tonight. Ace, yeah, blame it on my tech tonight. You know what I'm saying? It failed me a little bit. Uh, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We enjoyed making it. We enjoyed, hearing from you guys, interacting with you guys. We appreciate it all. Like, share, heavy emphasis on the share, man. If you really like the stuff, go ahead and help get it out there
yeah.
for us. You know what I'm saying? Every other pair of eyes on it is going to help us continue to grow as a platform. Um, and of course, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't subscribed to YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. Uh, I will have more audio episodes for y'all this year as well. More of the episodes put on audio for y'all, whether it's Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever they translate in Google to, all that type of stuff for you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, even on Amazon. So we'll get that done for you guys. Um, Anything else you want to leave the lifers with before we leave?
Stay warm. It's getting cold outside. You
Can I get a shirt? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I will. I
gotta
got
get a
to
shirt,
make some
goddamn.
more. Like I got to make some more so that we can, you know what I mean, get it to people in the correct sizes, have a solid pricing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all, so that when we blow up and we start overcharging everybody else, y'all got the grandfathered in price.
Y'all already got your shit.
Um, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You already
y'all
got one,
locked
ain't got
in.
to worry
Your
about it.
lifers.
You heard me? Um, but no, for real, when we get the merch going, I definitely got it for you. You'll be in Philly next Sunday. All right, me and you gonna talk offline and see if we could link up. I should have some free time next Sunday. Um, so yeah, let's try to do that.
I love it.
Um, but for everybody else, as I always say, man, be smart, be patient, be respectful. Um, be encouraged. I know, got a lot of bad news this week. 4 years of this bastard. But be encouraged, man. Like Mish said, we are resilient people, and that has never not been true, and it's not going to change now. Um, be kind to as many people as you possibly can. I know some people are going to make that impossible. Don't worry about those people. Just make sure every day, every single day, to take the time to be kind to yourselves. Okay, give out of your overflow, not over the bottom of your cup, because you will have nothing left. As I always say, you cannot pour out of an empty cup. All right, so take care of yourselves. Please make sure to take time to do that every day. All right, we appreciate y'all. The love is real.
Yes.
Life be life, and we up out of here.
Love y'all. So I did exactly what